affordable housing, the definition of affordable housing can vary. We're talking low income housing that people making 25, 30, $35,000 a year can afford. That's what we need. That's what should be in the housing element. And, the whole thing of passing, almost rubber stamping, at least the way we look at it, of market rate units and luxury units. We're way overbuilt on those. The report just came out recently, and we're way under on all of the other aspects. So, you all know what needs to happen here. We've been telling you this for years in Plan Check and everywhere else. So, hopefully you guys will do the right thing. Thank you.
But typically it's the council members, and then much of it also is driven by the public if they're providing input through the different workshops and webinars. That also drives quite a bit. It also drives quite a bit of the conversations. And then of course there's also for the housing element, there's the RHNA numbers, RHNA numbers. So that conversation also drives what ends up being included in the housing element.
Since I can't raise my hand, I gotta say something on that. The RENA numbers are a bunch of crap. Okay, I'm gonna put it point blank to you. All right, and because you're the only representative of the planning department, you are getting the full brunt of this. Okay, the RENA numbers are unrealistic. And today, right now, we're seeing a shrinkage of population in the state of California, and specifically in the county of Los Angeles. Today, it's outrageous that all of policy is built around this one document that is factually incorrect. And I don't understand, other than continuing to set up a situation where it's giveaways to predatory developers. I don't even see why this document is even relevant. And to your other comment of not being in the rooms where, like you said, I don't know, I'm not in those meetings. Well, who is in those meetings, and how do we get them to come to our meetings so that we can have this conversation? The planning department, in my mind, and I mean, that I've been at this for at least 3.5 years. Plan, check, and see in the whole 9 yards. And in my mind, the decisions by planning happen behind closed doors without public scrutiny. We need to know what those conversations are and how they're having. And item number 3, real quick, and I'll get off my soapbox. Tagging it back onto the council members, yeah, they do hold a big brunt of responsibility for why we're in this situation we are in today. But I also think that the planning department holds some responsibility for not advising them. I mean, what kind of advice are you giving our council members? What department? What advice are you giving the council members? Are you saying, hey, yes, trickle down housing works, or are you saying trickle down housing does not work? Very simple conversation. And in my mind, the policies and everything that's going on, the planning department comes off as if you all are saying that trickle down housing works. And we all know right now, today, it doesn't work. And so my question to you is, will you go back and talk to the people that you were not in, that you were not in those meetings with, and get them to come and talk to us? Because we'd love to talk to them. Up, Jaime. Again, everything you're hearing here this evening, we have told you. We told your predecessor. We have told the planning department time and time again. The riots in June should be screaming loud at you guys. Should be deafening for the planning department. The people's plan, the people's budget. You know, that should be screaming at you as to what you need to do. The time for, city planners who come out of college, who have these grand. I was an architect. I had plenty of grand ideas myself of building great big skyscrapers and all of these wonderful things that we think of as designers. Well, none of it does anybody any good if we have 100,000, 150,000 people living in the street, because if you keep going the way it's going, that's what you're going to have. And so, again, should be very clear. I don't even know why you all even need a survey at this point. You know exactly what we want. Time and time again, we have told you. So again, I'm just pressing the point one more time, and I'll keep pressing it every time this subject comes up and you and I are face to face. Thank you.